Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. Hope you had a profitable week this past week. In this video, I'm going to go through my analysis for gold, and it's going to be a top-down analysis starting from the daily time frame and working my way down to the 15 minutes time frame. On the daily time frame, we can see that the overall trend for gold has been strongly bullish, which has been over the last year or almost a year or so, with price forming higher highs and higher lows as well. And at a certain point, price formed this triangular pattern where price was ranging for a few months and then broke out of the range and has been strongly bullish as well, steeply forming this upward trend. When we go down to the 4-hour time frame, again following the trend and drawing the proper trend line, we should be able to identify the key areas that price has tested. You can see that 3 or 4 points where price is tested on the 4-hour time frame. Again, with price forming higher highs and then higher lows, higher highs and higher lows all the way to the top. We can identify our top level here at the high of the 4058 area, with price testing it twice, forming this sort of double top pattern as we will see later on. Again, we can go down to much lower time frame to identify key areas that we'll be looking for, key areas of support and resistance. The first area of support that we can see would be around this area, the 39.44 area there. We can see price testing that level there and here as well. Let's find that. And again down here, which was like a double bottom pattern here. And then again the area of resistance at the top level where price formed the high, again formed this sort of double top pattern continuing to the downside. Right, now that we've identified these two key areas, we can see that price currently is within these two zones. We see price bouncing from the 39.44 area and now heading towards the top side, where price could potentially face a resistance level before potentially breaking it, continuing to the top side or bouncing to the downside. Now on the down to the 15 minutes time frame, we can see price initially had this very strong bearish move after forming this double top pattern all the way back down to support here. When price got to that level, formed double bottom pattern continuing to the upside, now forming higher highs and higher lows as we can identify over here. Okay, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and then again breaking this previous high, forming higher highs. So essentially indicating price moving towards the upside. Now there's certain resistance level that we need to point out, and we'll just be looking for price to break out of that zone there. That's around the 40.27 zone. So currently price has got into that level, and I'll be looking to see if price breaks this zone here, continue to upside, where we can potentially take some trades from. So on the 15 minutes time frame, as a day trader, I would say if price breaks out of this area, possible retest as well, then you can look to take a buy trade all the way back up to resistance level, giving us a good risk to reward ratio. So I would say usually at least 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio on gold, getting about 270 pips on gold there, and risking about 130 pips. So this is one move that I'll be looking for potentially on gold. If we go back to the overall trend on gold, we can see that gold has been in an uptrend. So at the moment, I wouldn't try going against the trend by taking any sell trades whatsoever. My bias would always be bullish as far as price keeps forming higher highs and higher lows until I see a complete change in market structure, especially on the higher time frame. Then my bias will change to sell. But at the moment, my bias generally is a buy. And my advice would potentially be looking for more buy trades on gold. And once there is a change in market structure on the higher time frame, so price, for example, breaking previous lows on the higher time frame, and then market structure change to gold forming lower lows and lower highs, then your buyers towards from a buy to a sell would change. Yeah. So again, going down, we're looking at say the daily hourly time frame. Price currently at this minor resistance level 40 50 or 40 28 level, 27 level. And we're going to see if price on the hourly time frame breaks through and closes above that area, or yeah, on the daily time frame, if price breaks through and closes above that area. And if that happens, then you can go down to the lower time frame, potentially look for a retest of that area when price comes back to retest it. It might not be a proper candlestick retest in that area. It might just be a weak like price coming back down to touch that area before again projecting to the upside. So I would look for that before taking my um, buy trade on gold. Now, if you do miss this area and price has gone up to the upside, I would say wait for price to get to this resistance level and see again how price reacts to it. If price is again going to sell towards the downside, then I will be patient not to take this sell per se, but to wait and see if price would give us a buy trade on gold. Um, However, if price doesn't get all the way up to this resistance level and say price closes below this area, yeah, this 4028 area, and price continues to the downside, for example, then I will just wait to see how price reacts to this previous low. So on the 15 minutes time frame, there could potentially be a change of structure where these higher highs and higher lows forming this upward trend breaks, and then price starts to clear this previous lows to the downside from lower lows all the way back down to this significant um, support level where we potentially can look for buy trades from there again to the upside. But like I mentioned, at the moment, if price does close above this area, then I'll look for price to get all the way to this resistance level at the 4058 level. Now, if price does clear this previous highs at this area here where price has tested, then again we can expect to see more sell buy trades to the upside, with price again making higher highs and higher lows, and then you can capitalize on more buy opportunities. But I would say for gold, you need to be patient. These key areas that I've identified, you need to see how price reacts to them. Wait for your confirmation before taking any buy trades. But as for sells, I wouldn't encourage you to sell the gold market at all, except maybe you want to scalp, or even that can be dangerous as well. So you need to be very careful if you do decide to sell. But the overall bias for gold is bullish, and that is the only opportunity that I'll advise you to be looking out for buy trades, unless the bias changes at a certain point. So this has been my analysis for gold for the upcoming week. I hope you found this video very helpful. If you do, kindly leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe to the channel for more analysis videos. Thank you very much for watching, and have a fantastic week ahead. Peace.